Guys, I'm sure you're not used to seeing me like this, but this is my new avatar of sorts, my new Sona, my VTuber thing. This little program here is, I'm kind of calling it gtuber right now. I don't know what else to call it, but it's basically a game tuber, Gudo tuber, and it's made in Gudo. So, it's a little thingy me and my boyfriend have been working on. He did a lot of work on the actually making the mouth move properly part. And I've been working, of course, on the models and some of the other things and just kind of tweaking when the mouth opens and shuts. We're having a little bit of trouble with getting it nice and smooth, but as you can see, we're getting there. We're doing something. I've also been working on my 3D modeling skills, and while clearly, as you can see, the animations haven't been implemented yet, we do have a 3D model. But that's not the most exciting thing about this little program. Let me show you this. Now it's 2D! Yep, it can go between 2D and 3D instantly without issue. Isn't that cool? And it keeps tracking my mouth motions the whole time. This just seemed like a really fun idea that would make the whole VTubing thing not only easier because I can throw any model in here super fast and make it talk and do whatever, but also just kind of a fun little gimmick. I plan to maybe try and make little worlds I can explore in this form and maybe like just a fun little setup that's different than average. I was inspired by this little rap feller I don't remember the name of that's on TikTok, which is where I've been most of the time if you haven't been seeing me for a while. He's just got this really cool setup where he goes through this whole world with all these characters you can interact with. It's incredible. I absolutely love it and was super, super inspired. But I obviously don't think I'm gonna do exactly what he did. I'm gonna try to do my own thing with it, maybe put some of my book characters in here and stuff. Have them and maybe some of the game characters like Polygon or like, Ketsueki or, things like that. In other news, as some of you probably know by now, the first book of Halcyon got finished, but we are doing a second round of editing, so there's going to be a second edition eventually. We're working on it. It's taking its time, but we're trying to do a really good job on it because the first version was a little wonky. Like, look, it's still a good book. I'm still really, really proud of it, but it's weird looking. It looks weird. I didn't really understand how Amazon worked at the time, and I didn't know there were templates available that really helped. Which, by the way, Amazon does have templates for free if you're making your book, and you should use them because they will make your life easier. Um, and we're having a little trouble going between LibreOffice and Scrivener. I was already using Scrivener when my boyfriend found LibreOffice, which is why we're kind of having a little bit of issues with formatting. But LibreOffice seems to be better at formatting at the moment, though I still highly, highly, highly recommend Scrivener too. But if you want a free option, I definitely also recommend that. But you know me, I really love any program that lets you buy something one time and you never have to deal with it again. Then again, I also even more so enjoy open source things like Godot. So, enough of that. But as I was saying, as you know about Halcyon, the first book is out, and since my boyfriend is in the middle of editing that, thank goodness to him, endless thanks to you, honey, I love you. Right, Halcyon 2 is in the works, sorry. So yeah, Halcyon 2 is in the works, and we're currently on chapter 2. I have to make a few changes to chapter 2 because I'm trying to make it easier to edit for him next time. Like, I don't want to edit too much mid-writing because that slows you down, but it should be ready in a while. I want to try to get it done within like a month or two. I really love writing, so that's not too hard. I do have a lot of free time. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. The second book will be focusing more on the fallout from Halcyon 1, which I won't give spoilers, but things are messy. And a few characters have made some choices that will have to be dealt with. And that whether or not they're forgiven or not, we shall see. But, anyways. I'm really looking forward to everyone's thoughts on that. I've reached 7 sales now, which is really exciting. I didn't actually realize anyone was going to buy it outside of my direct family members and friends. So if you're out there watching this and you're the extra 2 people who bought my book, I think it was on December the 21st. Thank you so much. I was losing it all day with excitement. It meant so much to me, and I really hope you guys will keep supporting me. And who knows, maybe we'll sell 8 books, maybe 9, maybe 10, maybe 1,000. Okay, that would be nice. That'd be really nice. I could buy like so many hamburgers. Which is actually why I priced them how I did. I wanted to be able to buy 1 hamburger per book. I don't have a great concept of how money is, but I do know, like, a hamburger means a lot to me, and I figure, what's a good, I would buy a hamburger, like, for any author I like. I would totally buy Lemony Snicket a burger. I'd buy him, like, 50 burgers, right? If he likes burgers. I don't know. Is he alive? I hope he's alive. I don't dig too much into other authors' personal lives much. Mostly just because I didn't think about it until he gives the vibes of a Victorian gentleman, but I'm pretty sure that Lemony Snicket is alive. Thank goodness there's no chance Lemony Snicket is saying this. Okay, I guess there's a 1% chance. Probably lower. Lemony Snicket, if you are watching this, oh no. First of all, how did you get here? Second of all, thanks. Third of all, none of you people better send this to Lemony Snicket. I'm gonna wither into a sad little bunny husk. Okay, so we're not gonna be sending this to Lemony Snicket. I don't think that's even possible. Anyways, if I'm sorry for saying you might be dead if you are Lemony Snicket. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to show off my new current projects. In other related news, we do in fact still have some work going on the man, I need proper project names. We're still working on uh the what? No, not well. We're still working on this. Yeah, we are still working on the avatar, but I meant the kitty game, the one where you play as an animal. That thing, the Warrior Cats inspired fan game. It's obviously not going to really be just like Warrior Cats. There's going to be more animals, more things like that, and we can't use their lore. That's plagiarism. I mean, I sent them an email. If they want it to be a Warrior Cats fan game, they can tell me, like it can be, but I'm not getting sued. I'm making my own thing here. I am not going to get sued by Warrior Cats. I have hamburger money, not Warrior Cats lawsuit money. Okay, I'm getting derailed though. Okay, enough of that. But you get me. That's still getting worked on. We're still working on the furry RPG. A lot of the things we're working on here are also, well, I guess some of them are things that we probably will use in both. I guess I could make a character creator in here too if I really wanted. If I just was like, I'm gonna wing it making a new avatar every time. But let's not get too carried away. This is the fun side project. But those guys have not been abandoned. Those are still totally in the works. I'm still planning Hatashi Naomi Aquarium too. And we still have a lot of other things going on. But understand that we are 2 people. 2 people who are trying our best and also trying to think of a better name for our group. Right now, we're called Memory Lane Games, but that's not exactly what we're sticking to. We kind of want to think of something cooler. We're mulling over a few different ideas. The current one that I'm really fond of, but I'm not sure how much my dear is currently fond of. I really like Giggle Bites, because like gigabytes, but like giggle bites, which makes a lot of sense if you know that we both really love hyenas and we think they're one of the coolest animals ever. And so the idea is like, we'd have cute little hyena themed avatars that go with it, or like, little mascots for the thing that are 2 hyenas making games together. Isn't that cute? Anyways, I don't know if there's any other news to give. A lot of the holdup right now is mostly Um, well, there's There's a few other projects that I can't talk about that aren't really things that are going to be showing up in this. I do a lot of other work outside of just the video games and the drawing and the writing. I am always kind of busy for someone who doesn't have a normal job schedule. So if things take a while, just know it doesn't mean anything's been canceled. Things are just in progress, and they might be in progress for a long time. But that doesn't mean we're not giving up. I know a lot of games do get canceled and given up on whenever they switch to a new engine or let alone from 2D to 3D. So there's reasonable concern to think the furry RPG might not make it. But we're getting there. A lot of the limitations right now are just I'm kind of worried about killing my computer trying to render everything, but I might also be overdoing it on early what's the word? Optimization. Over also I'm sick. Oh, but early optimization. So we have that going on. Um, but we're trying. The other thing is the navigation for enemies is a little weird, and trying to set up schedules is weird. That sort of stuff is super complicated. And it really shouldn't be, but it is. And it's easier in Godot than a lot of things, but like, I'm just a funny bunny. I don't know that much. Okay, I'm trying. And by I'm trying, I mean I'm wailing and crying and handing it to my boyfriend, going, "Why is the rat eating the other rat?" And he also doesn't know until he looks through whatever horrible thing I've done to his code. He's mostly handling the navigation because he's smart and he's awesome and he's wonderful, and I am scared, so very scared. um, so that's what we have going on. I do question my thoughts on giving the rats such a complicated schedule. They probably won't in the final game, but the rats are just like, specifically the rats are for the Warrior Cats fan game. The rats are not going to be in the, I don't think they're going to be in the furry RPG. There will be rats, but like, not the rats you eat. Please, oh, okay, yeah, please don't eat the rats. If you like, I can't stop you, I guess. Well, actually, I can just not program it in, but I'm not gonna stop you from making very questionable mods, but like, I'm not gonna let you eat the rats by default. You know? Huh. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. I mean, I guess it is based on Dungeons and Dragons, and technically, yeah, you could pick up a wild rat off the ground and eat it in that, but like, should you? Should you is the question. This is meant to be like Skyrim, not. I don't know a game that this would be like Kirby? Hmm. Kirby. Yeah, it's kind of like Kirby. Okay, so we're not making furry Kirby. That's for some other developer to make. Furby. 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 I guess it would be Furby. Yeah, we're not making Furby. We all know how Furbies go. We've seen how Furbies work. We don't need Furbies. That's not good. That's not good for us. And what else do I have to say about all this? The character creator stuff is also in progress. That's one of the bigger things we've been working on lately. We're we're struggling a little on getting the ability to place the like models properly on the other models, specifically the rotating, like transforming it in 3D space. That's fine. I can move it up, down, left, right, etc., etc., etc. Rotating is a nightmare. Rotating is horrible. I watched this math video with my dear about rotating, and I'm more confused than before. Or was it a Wikipedia article? I don't know. Did we watch a video? Or did I read a Wikipedia article? I don't know. I was just upset and sad after. There was something about Quaternions, yeah, and it was bad. It was awful. It was bad. I I don't know why mathematicians aren't like fighting each other every time they run into each other like Pokemon trainers. It seems to me, based on everything I've learned about math so far, that they would like to. I think that math might be a player versus player thing, where mathematicians are trying to hurt each other, and also they're trying to hurt me. They're trying to hurt me specifically, I think. I think every now and then a mathematician wakes up like, I need to hurt someone I have never met before. I need to create something. I need to create egg numbers every time you try to do a math thing with them. Adding, multiplying, subtracting. The number gets smaller every time. And now it's going to be required for making characters walk left and right forever. And it's gonna change once a month also because I hate you. And like, so that's my impression of a mathematician. I don't know how accurate it is, but mathematicians in the comments, let me know. As for any other news, I don't think there's really that much. I think that's where we're at in terms of updates. I don't think I missed anything. Did I? Did I miss anything?
I think you went over 4 that.
Okay, I went over more than needed. Excellent. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping to do. Let's think of this as kind of like how Nintendo does its Nintendo Directs. This is Gigabytes Directs. Why is it hard to say that? I don't know. But like, you get me. Thank you for watching. I hope you're looking forward to all of our newest projects, and remember to come up with a script before you write things, because I didn't, and I don't
Record things you mean?
before. Yes. Remember, right?
You don't need script for your writing, script for your record.
Words are hard. Okay, video over. I can't freaking speak. Thanks for watching, and thank you for coming to the tentatively titled Gigabytes Direct. Or maybe Star Direct. Should we do Star since it's my YouTube channel, I guess? My dude doesn't really have much of an online presence, so I don't really know what to do. I guess I'm the spokesperson. How does freaking business work? How does advertising work? What do words mean? I don't know. Thank you anyways. Bye-bye!